Well, we've been in business now 2 years, and as a bed and breakfast, and then we started having some Italian dinners that we open to the public just twice a month, just enough for me to fulfill my passion of cooking. And you know, I think if it was full-time, I'd go crazy because it's a lot of work. So just twice a month is enough for my husband and myself. And you know, we feature homemade food from family recipes, and I'm just very, very proud to be able to share those with other people. And because they're delicious recipes. I've been to Italy 4 times and worked with a couple of chefs there, some relatives there that were amazing. And they just gave me treasures that I brought back with me and able to share with everybody in the community. So we're happy to serve as many as 56 people. And on special occasions, we get booked, you know, sold out, like on Valentine's Day especially. Other than that, you know, it can be anywhere from 20 to 30 to 40 people that come in. But they do have to reserve on our website or call me. But I got started because not only is it, you know, a passion to me, but this place became available and my daughter and I bought it. And she was living here for a while, but then went away to school. And I thought, what am I going to do with this gorgeous place? So I thought, okay, here we go, going to start cooking for people and open the guest room up for as a bed and breakfast, and it worked. We got involved in having this place as a bed and breakfast because my daughter decided to go to Cleveland State to get her master's and become a physician assistant. And so it was just sitting empty, and I thought, we've got to do something with it because it's too beautiful. So I applied for the permit and got permitted as a bed and breakfast. And we can also do a couple of Italian meals a month. And so that we do almost every other Saturday, it figures out to be. But it's just something that I thought we could use the place for. It would help pay for the mortgage, the expenses, to keep it because it's just too lovely to let go. I didn't want to let it go. And then myself and my husband, we just live about a block away. So this is easy traveling distance, and so we just considered our second home. And but we've made it a business, and I think that you know, it's starting to really pick up now. We've been here for 2 years as a bed and breakfast and family dining, and it's really starting to pick up nicely. So people, you know, the more the word of mouth gets out, then people know we're here, and then they come and experience us because we're the only family dining experience like this in the area. No one else offers a 5-course, sometimes 7-course meal for one price. And it's just really an incredible bargain. And it's just a nice, beautiful little getaway and very cozy, very intimate atmosphere. People love it when they get out here. And we've got many loyal customers that keep coming back. When people, when they want to spend the night, then well, this place is a bed and breakfast, so a couple can spend the night. There's just one couple at a time, and they stay in that guest loft. And then I do a gourmet breakfast for them in the morning. We have a hot tub in the back. Our loft is always ready for a guest, and it's very cozy, very intimate. People generally have the house to themselves when they stay overnight. And they just make themselves at home. They can watch DVDs, and there's a little balcony that they can go out on and have their morning coffee. I'm Italian. My parents were born in Italy, and you know, I am of a family of 5 children, and we've got tons of grandchildren now and great-grandchildren in the family. But we were taught the old traditional Italian way. Family comes first, and so I try to treat my customers as family when they come in, And I usually make time to go around and greet everybody at least twice in the evening. Get out of the kitchen, go see how everybody's doing, if anybody needs anything. But we've got exceptional waiters too, and they're just at everybody's beckoning call. And I have a wonderful person, Jenny, that helps me in the kitchen. And so, you know, we've got a great crew.
I'm Jenny Musa, and I'm a good friend of Tony's. And ever since she started, probably a couple of months in, I started coming a little early, and usually I set the tables and figure out the seating chart with her according to the reservations. I greet the people as they come in and the music's playing, and I seat them and ask them what they want to drink. Tell them about, you know, usually they know about the wine, that they can bring their own wine, and so I take their wine from them and go open their wine for them. And then I come into the kitchen, and I'm just her assistant in the kitchen, doing everything from helping make the platters of food, put the food on the platters, and then helping the wait staff take it out, you know, getting them set up to take it out to the tables, make the coffee, just do the dishes, all kinds of, you know, scut work in the kitchen, but just indispensable. She and I are the last ones to leave at the end of the night. We don't leave till the last dish is done. I love the setting. I love the music and the people, kind of meeting one another, because many times if we have, say, a party of 2 or a party of 3, and we kind of combine parties together, like our big table that seats 13 or 14, we like to put 2 or 3 parties, and so they kind of all meet and talk to each other. And I love the family style dining, and I love just being around food. I just think it's a hidden jewel. It's a hidden treasure, and it is the best bargain, and it's so much fun. We have so many repeat visitors. When they come once and they realize how good the food is, and that she does everything from scratch down to the bread, they go home and remember us, and they look on the website, and they bring more friends. They bring a different group each time. So I think word is slowly getting out, and I just think it's things are looking up, and we're getting more and more. Yeah, we really are. And I think it's kind of special that it's just 2 times, about 2 Saturdays per month. And most of them, you know, she has, according to the season, fall, you know, she has different decorations on the tables and things. And but I don't know, I just think it's a special little place. And especially if somebody wants to also use it as a bed and breakfast, of the things that she offers, the breakfast in the next morning, the hot tub and all that. It's a cozy little setting. It's really a little gem, and it's neat. When people say, "Where is it?" I always say, "Well, it's in a neighborhood, but it's kind of behind and above a subdivision. So it's kind of hidden in the woods, you know, behind a subdivision." And so it's really special. I don't know. I just love it.
But this evening, the main entree are 4 cheese stuffed shells. And they're about ready to come out and go in the warmer. Let me just show you. Ooh, very hot. But they're ooey gooey, delicious, with 4 cheeses, nice and bubbly.
Wow.
And this is a real specialty of the house. A lot of people come just for the stuffed shells. I cook for an army, just like my mom taught me. So this is my homemade ciabatta bread. It's an Italian bread. It's very airy, big bubbles inside. It's got a tangy taste to it, almost like a sourdough. Every meal at the Chateau is like a 5-course meal. And we start off with my plate of marinara oil, I call it, and homemade bread, and that's passed around at the tables. And after they finish that, then we have an appetizer, and it could be anything from assorted meats and cheeses like we're offering this evening. We've got some Italian salami and sopprezzati and just a variety of different types of cheeses and meats. Or it could be an antipasta salad or a minestrone soup. So I change up the appetizers all the time. And then we follow it with our main course, which is the entree, some type of pasta. It could be either just plain spaghetti, or everyone loves a certain imported pasta that I get and sometimes make. It's called bucatini, and it's just incredible. So people love the bucatini, or my lasagna. And then we'll have a meat following the pasta. Tonight we're having Italian pork. And I cook it, slow cook it all day long. So it's just simply melt in your mouth. Delicious. Everyone loves that. Or my famous meatballs. We do meatballs. Around the holidays, my father, who is over 90, still makes his homemade sausage. So I offer that during the holidays, like November, December. And then we follow it with sometimes a vegetable, or sometimes we go right into dessert. And tonight, we'll look in the cooler. Tonight we're having my Italian cream cake. It's just really heavenly. Coconut, pineapple, pecans. And I can special order cakes for people. There's a little tab on my website. I love to do liqueur cakes. I do a limoncello cake. I do a coconut liqueur cake. Of course, the Italian cream cake, pretty much anything people want. And they can order that for birthdays or special occasions. I like to just make things pretty because it's much more appetizing that way. And we have anywhere from 2 to 6 people at a table, and we do have one real long family table that seats up to 14. So I usually do a couple of trays for that table. And you know, our waiters just pass the platter or the bowl to the head person at the table, and they pass it around. They love it. People love it. But at the end of you might be sitting with someone you don't even know, but at the end of the evening, everybody's friends. So it's really, really amazing concept. We have water, tea, espresso, coffee. That's unlimited. We have soft drinks for a little minimal extra charge, and then people can bring their own bottle of wine. And we don't charge anything to open it, nothing. We just open it as a courtesy, and then they can have their own wine. But we do try to do something different every month. And oh, I might add that we do live entertainment. We feature some local artists, and I have finally finished my wall of stars, okay? And so my husband's in charge of the entertainment. So he tries to get some local people, feature their music. They can bring their CDs for people to sell, for them to sell to people. And it's just been a lovely experience, just hearing all the talent that's in our community. It's wonderful. It really is.
I'm David Carley. I'm the chef's other person involved here. I usually will when I'm out, I'm trying to find new people and just people that might like a different kind of an experience as an entertainer and they also just eat and relax and have fun in addition to it. They have fun and they all become kind of like family. They kind of like family after a while. It's just an experience that there's nothing like this in the area, and it would be wonderful to have people try it and find out for themselves. It's not like a chain restaurant. It's nothing like that. It's just good quality food and the entertainment and just a fun environment for 2.5 hours. The idea came from Tony, because this is like a bucket list. This idea of this cooking and having a little place, she's always wanted to do it. And I just help whatever it takes to get the thing rolling and successful. Whatever I'm told. Yeah.
I stand on this mountain, face to the wind, amazed at the number of times I have sinned, and the countless enemies who could have been friends. There you are again. He keeps sending me angels
is my dad, and he's hanging pepperoni. His homemade sausage that he hangs and it turns into pepperoni. So he cures it. This is my favorite. When it's cured like that, it's my favorite. Here he is making his special zucchini patties, and I use his recipe whenever we do zucchini patties. And this was when we were in Italy, and I finally met my grandmother. She used to be an amazing cook, my dad said too.
That's his mom.
That's his mom. She was 92 then. We celebrated her birthday when we were there. Here's my dad and my aunt that used to live here. She made amazing bread. I have tried and can't duplicate it, even though she taught me. But she made amazing bread, and she was just a wonderful cook too. That's my Zia is Aunt Zia Caterina. Here's my beautiful mama, Teresa. And my mom was an amazing cook also, so I learned a lot from her. And my aunt was also just a wonderful cook. And so I learned a lot from my aunt. That's my mom's aunt, so she's my great aunt. And here's cousin Caterina in Italy, making cheese. It's called caciocavallo. And it's just such a delicious, you see the cheese hanging, in those Italian delis? That's caciocavallo, very expensive, but they make it. She took us out and we milked the cow, we cured the milk, and we made the cheese. It was amazing. And here she is showing me how to press it. And then that's my two cousins, is Caterina. I forget this cousin's name, I think it was Maria. And then her name is Lena. She actually lives in New York and visited Italy the same time as we did. Lena's an amazing cook. That was my dad and my uncle making wine. And then here was our trip to Italy. And that was about 9 years ago. Colosseum, Ponte Vecchio, Venice. And that's also Venice. And we've been back 3 times since just to work with other chefs and relatives. And then that's me when I was little and starting my first cooking, but I was put to do the dishes. So that's the best way to learn, do the dishes. I think I was about 5 in that picture. The Ironton Tribune puts out a magazine called Tri-State Living. And they did a beautiful little article on us, and it really helped our business thrive after this article. It's pretty well read, and we had a fun time putting this all together for them. And then another magazine called Bridges, which is out of Ashland, and the people that own the magazine, Gallagher Printing, the Gallagher Company, they came as guests one time, and they loved us and decided to feature us in the magazine. But it's also a very, very nice article. So we're pleased about that too. On the website, it's a world of information. It talks about our family dining. I've got lots of pictures of people enjoying the meals. I've got pictures of our entertainers and when they're going to perform. And also the menus and the dates. And so that's and the entertainment. So that's all listed pretty much, I'd say a month or 2 in advance. And then you can find out and get information about our bed and breakfast and the different rates and what we offer. I can even get a massage therapist in if the couple wants a massage for their bed and breakfast night. And like I said, we have a hot tub for people to enjoy. And then I do a gourmet breakfast in the morning. So all that's on the website, as well as ordering cakes, the liqueur cakes that I've spoken about and people really, really seem to enjoy. We're located on a county road above a subdivision called Brentwood Village. And the easiest way to get here is to follow our Chateau d'Italia signs. There's about 7 signs along the way. But you do have to follow the directions of those signs on our website. If you plug our address in a GPS, it takes you way out to nowhere. So the best thing to do is to go to www.chateauditalia.com and click on About Us, and I've got the step-by-step directions on how to get here off of Route 7, whether you're going east or coming from the east end or the west end.
Actually, the food is delicious. It's all homemade, and the atmosphere is great, and it's fun. It's a good family entertainment. Can't say enough good things about it. It's all delicious. Pretty unique. It's one of a kind. One of a kind, yes, sir. No. How about you, Jamie?
Everything's delicious here, and we'll be back several more times.
This place is awesome. Chateau d'Italia, if I'm saying that right, is great. This is our first time, and it won't be our last time. The food was outstanding. The people here that work here are great. The music was fine. We definitely loved it, and for sure we'll be back.